Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode on the channel, and today we're going to go over some of the Paradox Pokemon within Scarlet and Violet to come to Pokemon Go, which hopefully will be happening quite soon with the announcement of Scarlet and Violet Pokemon in Pokemon Go in September. So, let's go with FLUTTER as the star one, as this is one of the most used Pokemon in PvP in Worlds. So, max CP of 4,179 with an attack stat of 280, a defense stat of 235, and a HP stat of a very low 146. So this will be a huge glass cannon if there is any other Pokemon like it. So, let's look at its weaknesses. It has a single weakness to Ghost and a single weakness to Steel. Then, resistances wise, it has a triple resistance to Fighting and then a double resistance to Bug, Dragon, and Normal. This Pokemon obviously is going to wreck shop in PvP, but will also get wrecked by Gengar, Mega Gengar. You've got Metagross. When Mega Metagross comes out, this Pokemon's just going to get wrecked. But as long as you switch it in and switch out at the right time, you should be okay to use it. It's going to be an insane Pokemon to have as long as it gets the right moveset. If it doesn't get the right moveset, this Pokemon is going to not be used at all, which is a shame because in the normal game, it's used quite heavily. The next Pokemon I'm going to go over is Iron Hands, which is a fighting and electric type Pokemon with a max CP of 4,649, an attack stat of 245, defense of 177, and a HP stat of a huge 319. This Pokemon is heavily used within PvP in Scarlet and Violet as well, and there's a reason why it is a tank. But let's look at its resistances and weaknesses. So, this Pokemon is weak to Fairy, Ground, and Psychic, with a single resistance to Bug, Dark, Electric, Rock, and Steel. So, this Pokemon obviously does get wrecked by FLUTTER, it gets wrecked by any ground type, and then Alakazams, things like that, so Mega Gardevoir. But, saying that, if you switch this Pokemon out, you are in a very good position to just tank a load of hits and also deal some big damage out as well. I do think this one will be a very stacked Pokemon in PvP just for its bulkiness and the fact that it does have a high attack stat with a high CP rate as well. Let's just hope these Pokemon do get a really good moveset because that will make or break these Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And the last Pokemon I'm going to go over is Iron Moth, which is a fire and poison type Pokemon with a max CP of 4,346, an attack stat of 281, a defensive stat of 196, and a stamina of 190. Now this Pokemon is double weak to ground, and then single weakness to Psychic, Rock, and Water. And then, as you see below, so many resistances, it's ridiculous. Has 3 double resistances to Bug, Fairy, and Grass, with a single resistance to Fighting, Fire, Ice, Poison, and Steel. This Pokemon will be used for its high attack as well as also its big resistance pool. It's got okay defense and HP, so it should tank a few hits as well. As long as this gets a good fire move or a good poison would be better because we are lacking on the poison side. But if this gets a really good moveset, this Pokemon is going to be so used. And obviously with its massive resistances, it could also tank a lot as well. But that is it, guys. We are going to look over all the Paradox Pokemon, hopefully when they get their movesets as well, which should be happening relatively soon. Hopefully, as long as they do come out near September. I do think they'll release 1 or 2 just to get the hype going around Scarlet and Violet and Paldea in Pokemon Go. So maybe we'll see a few Paradox Pokemon then. Who knows? But thank you all for watching. If you do like videos like this, please leave a like down below. Comment down below if you are looking forward to any of these 3 Pokemon. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll speak to you all in the next one.